Welcome to Cup Radio.
Number 11.
Number 11. Oh,
I only know that because you told me we did 10 shows.
Finally 11.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. All right.
So what are we talking about today, Paige?
Today there's like a lot of news in
No
the
way.
EDM world. No way, bro. Shit happens. Got some announcements from the group GTA. The Billboard Music Awards happened this past Sunday, and EDM is relevant. What's up? The old time.
Surprise, surprise, so is Taylor Swift.
Oh my god, she won so much shit.
Who won the Grammy?
Old time trance DJ BT emoed Twitter up over Porter Robinson last week. It was I don't even.
He emoed Twitter up.
He emoed Twitter up.
You're
It
gonna have
was
to
like,
elaborate on that. But
bitch got emoed. That's it.
okay,
Responsibly emo though.
right.
Always emo responsibly.
Right on Twitter. Jan, you got a tech talk?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I do have a tech talk.
Is it
Tight.
related to Daft Punk?
I can make it related to Daft Punk.
All right.
I'll tie it in.
Well, good, because we don't talk enough about them.
Well,
So
it is Daft Punk Day
It is.
today.
I'm wearing all black.
It's
Just
I'm
DP
wearing
Day.
a sequin tuxedo.
D-Day.
DP Day.
DP Day.
God.
Everyone gets DP'd today.
We've got music from Strangers, KSH and Solomon, some Mr. Sir, and I don't know, stuff. Yeah?
Sweet.
All right.
Should we start with music or should we start with...
No, we're going to start with music.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
start with a track.
Yeah.
I was going to say, should we get the music out of the way or should we get Daft Punk out of the way? 'Cause it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Jackie, you want to introduce?
Daft Punk's music. What?
You want to do your track first?
Sure.
All right. That's
All right.
the KSH and Solomon. Oh my.
Yeah, this came out on a free EP that was just released. It was
2 hours ago.
3 songs, one of which was a remix. Yeah, this song is sweet. Let's listen to it.
Oh my.
Great intro.
Cup Radio.
That's Oh My by KSH and Sullivan.
Sweet. I was into that.
I like
Oh,
it.
It was
really?
kind of hard.
This is going to sound weird, but I could have done without the hard part of the song.
Well,
like I
think-
really liked the part that's not the
I think
drop.
I think that's what's part of like the collab. I think that the hard part is, I'm guessing, Solomon, because the other track that's only by him is more that sound, and then KSH does a little bit more
The, like,
higher
how-
pitch, kind of more catchy.
because the part that wasn't
part.
the drop or whatever, it sounded like
The
sort of
drop
like
or whatever?
I don't know what to call it. Not the drop, like the hard part.
The house drop.
Sounded like kind of like UK funky.
Yeah.
Had some like garage in there, and then when the drop happens, it's like kind of it's not bad. It's just like not as creative as the other part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Like,
kind of sounds like they're trading back and forth, and one
exactly,
part's
yeah.
better.
It's like
You summed up a conversation we had
that's
like
funny.
over the course of an hour.
Well, I was
about-
trying to because I'm kind of I didn't really know what genre that was exactly. I kind of said UK bass, and then she said garage.
but I hadn't even heard the song yet.
that's pretty funny.
I guess it's both then. Thanks,
Yeah,
Jan.
yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Well, I mean, just like, to be like slightly more specific about that track, it's like the beats were definitely like UK funky. Like
Yeah.
the didn't have any of like the hard beats. Like all the hard parts of that song were in the bass, and then it had like the vocal sample thing. Like the wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Yeah.
Are those UK people?
I'm actually
know?
not sure. Solomon, I don't know. Could be.
It's from Lord of the Rings.
I don't know.
No,
I didn't.
no, anyone? Okay,
I will say there.
Saruman.
it's cool.
I will say there is another good song on this EP. He did a remix of Spartan by Spooky, and you should check that one out too. That one's really good.
Oh, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. All right.
That was cool.
Yeah. Thanks, Jackson.
Anytime, Paige
So
and Jan.
Did you guys see the prices for Ultra Music Festival?
Is it like over $200
Yeah, is it
now?
the same as it? It's like just ridiculous.
Is it $300?
Wait. Okay, so for 3 days, let's have you guys guess. For general admissions, what's your guess?
See,
Jackson?
now I think it's really, really expensive. So I'm gonna guess for 3-day pass.
Yes.
I'll guess $500.
General admission, and then there's VIP.
$400.
The only reference I have is back when it was part of the music conference
Oh,
thing.
it used to be $250.
and it was
so-
and it was like a lot of
I think it was
money,
like $250 like 2 years ago. So I don't know.
$300.
I'll say 400.
All right. Regular general admissions is 400. Plus tax, so.
Nope.
Right? All right. VIP is the astonishing one, though.
Okay. Hit me.
No, you guys guess.
$1,000.
No, it's not 1,000. It's 700.
It's 850.
Jesus Christ! Right in the middle of what we said.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is so? When I went, the VIP section was just like you have sort of your own area with like really gross couches and a bunch of Heineken
Wait,
bartenders.
Yeah. Now that I recall, this was
It wasn't that different.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
Three-
and I think they
3
even
years
cut
ago?
people off that
They
were
did.
allowed to go there. They were like, it's too
Bitch,
crowded.
they did not let me go on there because Madonna was coming on. And I was just like, where do you want me to fucking go? You kicked me out of everywhere, and I do not want to stand next to these fucking people making out with trees. Like,
I'm a VIP.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would assume that for that much money, you get something besides that, or
You
they
get-
made it nicer, maybe.
You get like a ticket with a hologram on it, I think, right?
I think there's also like you get free Heineken or something.
It includes
Wait, for
Molly.
$800, I can get free Heineken.
For 3 days, bruh.
Sign me up.
Really though? Is that actually true though? Because
Probably.
they could just not do that and still charge, and people would still buy them.
Or remember, I think Heineken they get some alcohol like company to sponsor it.
Yeah, when we were there, the bar was like only Heineken, but you definitely still had to pay for them. It was still like $9 for a Heineken.
Did you guys actually have VIP passes, or was it just like general and backstage? Because I think maybe
let's
like
be douchebags about it.
I mean, I think that like if you
Called
actually,
all
I think it
access,
said
bro.
all access.
All access, bro.
but I mean like
It
all
wasn't
access,
really all access though.
I wonder if all access doesn't necessarily mean you get stuff for free. Like VIP, it's like you've paid a shitload of money. Maybe then you get a bunch of.
Yeah,
stuff
it's
for
probably
free.
packages. It's just if it's worth it to you, you go ahead and get it. That's it.
Word.
Hey, if you can spend $850 to go to Ultra,
That is
and you're
crazy.
also up right now listening to internet radio, I would like to meet you because
That is so expensive. That's as much as the flight ticket to get there costs.
I mean,
Probably
I
more
think
than that,
no,
actually.
it's
It
definitely
costs
more.
more.
How much
You
did I
can- you can
spend?
get
It was
to-
like 500, I think, when I got my ticket really late for a flight.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Anyways, I think
Dang.
who is it? GTA is going to be there though, right?
Did they? No, yeah, they wouldn't have canceled that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So what do you mean cancel? Let's
Oh yeah, so
let's get into
GTA will be joining Rihanna for the next couple months for her European tour,
Woo.
Diamonds European tour with David Guetta. Awesome,
Guetta.
yeah. So they canceled 6 dates. Most of them are festivals. One of them is Moonrise, which is like the one in Baltimore. They posted something on their website. It seems for the most part everyone's cool with it and kind of understands that this is a pretty big opportunity for them and they should take it. Other people are really upset that they don't get to see them at a festival where they're not going to remember anyway. So
Right.
whatever.
I think I like how Rihanna has been teaming up with the dance music community.
it's like Lady Gaga taking Maddie on out on tour.
Yeah. I mean, getting GTA, I think that's awesome for Rihanna because GTA are
Perfect.
dope and
It's perfect.
They're dope
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're up and coming. And
I mean, it's perfect in the same way that getting Maddie on for Lady Gaga tour is perfect. Like
Yeah.
it's the cool version of
death
style of
to
music.
genres. I'll play with Rihanna. Fuck it.
Wait, so David Guetta is also headlining the shows? Or is it like
It
a
says
joint show?
it's a European tour with Haim, Haim.
Hayam.
Are you kidding, Jackson? You're Jewish. You don't know how to say Haim.
Think of L'chaim without the look.
Yeah.
L'chaim.
Well, I try to block that out of my brain sometimes.
You brought, for the record, he brought Rugula to the show today, so he's lying. Rugula.
Wait.
Air horn.
So who's the show with? Go ahead.
Haim, David Guetta, and Rihanna. I guess that's what it says.
Are you kidding? Like HAIM.
HAIM.
Yes, like the
They
band
are
that we
playing
know.
with David Guetta.
Dude, they're blowing up.
I don't know who
Yeah,
they
but
are.
that still doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Who are they?
Dude, fuck genres.
Yeah, death to genres. They should just change it from
Okay,
the
we're
diamonds.
gonna go with massive top 40 prog house, followed by Rihanna, which is hip hop rap.
Here's the thing, though. We know all of those. We've seen all of those people, except for Rihanna, actually. I've never seen her live. But
She didn't play Electric Zoo last year.
no.
Fuck.
But we have,
Could have fooled me.
Haim is not electronic dance music. It's definitely indie. What?
It's like Stevie Nicks rock music.
Right,
Is
right.
it?
They're really talented. 3 girls. They got a drummer.
Well, I assume that when they say all these, I doubt it's all at one show. It's probably like different shows have different openers and stuff.
Wait. So is GTA playing with all these people, or is that I don't
Their
understand how this is
post
related.
says we'll be hitting the road in the next 2 months for Rihanna's Diamond European tour with Haim and David Guetta.
No, dude, that's a fucking.
I mean,
that's a tour.
I
Yeah.
understand that like we've seen all these people. It still does not make sense.
I think it's very telling about what's going on in Europe.
Yeah, European tour.
I mean, it is a European tour. It's different.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
people will be down when they play Booty Mounts.
Oh, hell yeah. Good news for me.
For me, it's really Haim. Like I don't see how they fit in to like no matter what show. I can't imagine them fitting into that bill.
Doc, they're blowing up. Don't worry about it.
Deal with it, Jan.
I won't.
Oh, boy. All right, let's move on to the Billboard Music Awards.
Best award show ever.
None of us watched it.
Didn't watch it. That's
Don't
true.
really care.
And that's all. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, right. I did go through all the winners' nominations
Yeah, I looked at
and
them
picked
too.
out the relevant ones. Cause
Dude, there were songs on here that I thought were from longer ago,
No.
right? Like "Call Me Maybe."
yeah, but you have to realize it's like going
Everything
to
for
be
2012, right?
late. Yeah.
Yeah, Call Me Maybe was 2012.
But it's May. 2013.
I know, but they don't do the shows.
You
until
have a
the next
point.
Year.
I'm just saying.
Dog, the Grammys.
It's like One
fucked it up
Direction
for
is
them.
One Direction is still on here.
Yes.
I thought I didn't. I haven't listened to that album in months.
All right. Well, first for the nominations of relevant people, top streaming artist, Bauer was
Yeah.
nominated.
Wait. Oh, yeah, he didn't win though.
Top streaming.
No, Nicki Minaj won.
Yeah, whatever streaming artists mean. What does that
Right.
mean?
Right. Well, okay, so that's probably including their new algorithm where they
For, like,
include
YouTube and shit?
Yeah. So,
Which makes sense. Nicki Minaj has like hella views on YouTube.
yo, hella.
I'm
views.
I'm confused by these categories.
Well, you have to think about why, like, how Billboard collects their.
There's another one though. But I kind of want to let you continue.
All right, top
And then
streaming
I'll-
song. Ellie Goulding was nominated for Lights,
Hmm.
but
I believe that.
Godier,
See that song?
Day
That,
one.
that song was last year. Lights.
like in the
Yes,
beginning.
very
Really?
beginning of last year.
All right.
They're not
But, like-
fucking up their years.
But like, think about also like that Gautier song. That song's like 4 years old.
Yeah, it's like Bon Iver winning Best New Artist.
Truth.
Like
Oh.
they came out of nowhere. Fuck.
And also, it's like
Just started playing guitar yesterday.
Wait, so what did Gautier win? What category was that?
Well,
Most
that
overplayed song.
top streaming top streaming song audio.
I'm now more
category.
confused.
It
Top
just
streaming-
means most
Wait,
overplayed. It's cool.
So
Is that what that means?
That's
so
what that
they're
means.
saying that the song that won a Grammy for the best song of the year is also a top streaming song. That is insightful and illuminating.
I don't get it. It's like top digital song, top radio song, top streaming song. Like, what the fuck does that mean? What is digital song versus streaming?
I think digital song is for sales. based
Digital
on
Downloads?
downloads,
Okay.
sales
Yes.
and downloads.
Whatever.
I don't think it's that hard.
Doesn't mean like illegally downloaded.
Top streaming song means
Most ripped.
song that most.
Most ripped. Daft Punk winner.
Where are the What CD Awards? What dot CD Awards?
Waffles Awards.
Yeah, that's what I
I
care
mean,
about.
BitTorrent did just start their own service for selling, quote unquote, selling music. So, I mean, something's happening. Billboard's gonna have to get a new algorithm.
What's maybe you guys can tell me about this too. What's the difference between dance album and EDM album?
All right, so let's go through this list of dance versus EDM.
Yeah.
Yes.
Top dance artist. Just listen to the nominees: David Guetta, Calvin Harris, Skrillex, Swedish House Mafia, Madonna.
Before you continue, what I take away from that so far is dance is the genre is top 40 EDM.
Yes,
That's what that sounds like. to
Okay.
me.
it's popular.
It's pop
So
EDM.
So who was nominated for EDM then?
Yo, dog, don't you even want to know who the winner was?
I feel like they're all really winners in my book.
All those guys are losers. Okay.
You fucking losers!
They have no career and they make no money.
Well, Madonna won,
Awesome.
right?
For what song?
No, just
Oh, it's
artist.
just artist?
She's a dance artist.
So that's like,
She is actually a dance artist.
I mean, she
Yeah,
is.
I mean,
maybe the truest
dude,
dance
dude,
artist
I've
of all.
been-
Well, that's fine with me. I just don't. Okay. I want to hear
That's
what
because
the
you're
EDM
a
one.
dude, Jackie.
What? Huh? What? I don't even know what I said.
That's
What?
why. That's why you don't understand what the dance versus EDM thing
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Well, who? Okay.
Yeah,
Just tell me
let's
who
go
the EDM people are.
Deadmau5, Calvin Harris, Skrillex, Swedish House Mafia, David Guetta.
Those are the same.
Literally, except that you know, fucking 13-year-old girls won't listen to Deadmau5 because it's
Right,
like
it's-
a little
It's
weirder.
I mean, it literally sounds like it's like today. I feel like pretending Calvin Harris isn't popular. I'm going to put him in EDM category.
But like, whatever.
It's not worth arguing about because it doesn't make sense.
So
What? Yeah, is no argument. Fucking David Guetta won,
and then you can talk about the song awards.
dude. I got everything. Don't even.
Fucking
Top-
award shows.
Top
Crazy.
dance album. This is why we didn't watch it. Top dance album. I mean, David Guetta's Nothing But the Beat. Deadmau5 is actually in this. Album title goes here. LMFAO, Sorry for Party Rocking. What? Skrillex, Bangarang, Madonna, MDNA. She won.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was Bangarang before 2012 or is Bangarang 2012?
I keep saying that. I don't know
But I mean
anymore.
specifically, Bangarang feels older than 2012. Even.
They could have it start in like September of the year before.
like a quarter.
Yeah.
and then they have the awards in July or May.
Well, no, but with like the Academy Awards, like all these good movies come out at a certain point in the year because it's like better. You have a better chance. Whatever.
Well, I hope because of this, Skrillex will finally get some sales.
Finally.
Wait, this is like all based on sales and not sales. Yeah, top EDM album. David Guetta's Dead Mouse, Swedish House Mafia. Skrillex was nominated twice. Scary Monsters and Nice Spirits and Bangarang.
What?
Which one won?
Wait, Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites
Yes, Nice Sprites.
was on there?
Yes.
So my point exactly.
I can't even.
Definitely
I don't
not-
even.
it's
Whatever.
sometime.
It's just ever made. These are the career awards, I guess.
Yeah. Bangarang won. Top dance song. Titanium, Starships, Gangnam Style.
This is depressing. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Where Have You Been? Rihanna and Harlem Shake.
It's
Yeah.
not even depressing because it's the same songs. It's depressing because it's so out of date.
It's so old. Thrift Shop won top rap song. That's like the newest song on this whole thing.
That's actually hilarious.
It's like
Okay.
the two whitest guys on the planet won that.
Well, Harlem Shake won top dance song and top EDM song. So good for Bauer.
See, that was another thing. Dance and EDM is the same song. Forget it. I don't even care anymore.
I mean,
Billboard.
Well, now we're all upset.
All right, should we listen to something?
Let's take a shot.
We could do Tech Talk. Tech Talk has a lot of
No,
people
let's
listening.
listen to a song.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go.
so
And then
what
get
else
into
to do?
Tech
I have
Talk.
I have two choices here.
Shall we play? Let's listen to.
Play something from 2012, aka anything
You
in the
mean
past
from-
5
you
years.
mean- yeah. Let's listen to the climax. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna listen to this producer from Austin, Texas. His name is Mr. Sir, and he did this remix of Usher's Climax, and it's like love trap, and it's real good. So I figure since we're all emo now, why don't we fucking get more emo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here
I'm
we go.
mad, bro.
So mad. Oh, okay.
Is that it,
That sounded
Paige?
good.
Yeah.
I totally discovered that track today when I was on Twitter.
Oh yeah, tell us the story
Yeah.
about how awesome I am.
Well, just in case anyone doesn't know, since I think you've brought it up before,
I
but
have.
you write blog posts for Danny Deal, the blog.
Who, Paige
God, I'm
does?
speaking so well right
Paige?
now. Anyway,
Paige does?
yeah. So I was on Twitter today, and I saw Danny Deal's Twitter posted this Mr. Sir remix of Climax, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I love remixes of that song. So I emailed it to myself to check later, and I looked at it, and lo and behold, it was a post by the Lothario next to me.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. And then I was like, fuck, I hate this song. No, just kidding.
We're always secretly in a competition to like find cool shit before the other one does.
Yeah, I'm always losing, but whatever.
You just made my life.
Yeah.
Okay, tech talk.
Really wish I had it.
JTT.
Well, since I'm trying to relate everything to Daft Punk, which we still haven't talked about, we will talk about
DP Tuesdays.
DP Tuesdays.
DP Day.
I would say, as we've all had good time to listen to the album, one of the
Or not.
the Daft
listened
Punk
to the
calling
shit out of
card,
it.
I would say, still intact on the new album, the vocoders and talk boxes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about today. We're going to talk about some at-home versions of talk boxes and vocoders you can get easily
Via the internet?
via the internet. You can steal them on the internet. I paid for mine, but you can steal them.
Bitch, I've done my dues.
I got an app once for my phone so that I can make Spring Break radio.
The T-Pain effect.
It was terrible.
Well, I before we get into what I'm going to talk about today, which is called BitSpeak. If you want the real deal, want to go out and buy a talk box, I bought one last year for fun, and I actually did use it on some recordings. But
Okay, a talk box. So explain exactly what that is.
Right.
Like, what would Lady Gaga do with talk box?
A
What
talk
is a
box. Well,
talk
first of all, a
box?
talk box is the Peter Frampton. So it's the guitar with the tube in your mouth.
So it's a physical.
It's a physical thing. So
thing,
it's the
okay.
box on the floor, and the guitar goes into the box, and then
a
a
thing with a tube?
a
Okay.
tube comes out of the box,
Right.
and you put it in your mouth, and you speak while you play the guitar.
Oh my god, DP.
Yeah, literally. Okay.
And then there's another tube that goes in your ass.
Right?
And
That's just one
Where's
P.
the butt tube?
so you play a note on your guitar, traditionally guitar, at least in the popularized form. And you play a note, and at the same time you play the note, you say a word, and the tube in your mouth takes all the air, and it pushes the air out, and it sounds like a robot. Daft Punk
Like
did
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk did it with like really awesome synths, so it sounds really great. Peter Frampton did it with the guitar, so it sounds more like rock and roll. But yeah, I think it costs like $250 or $350 for like a pretty basic talk box that I bought at Guitar Center. There's nothing special. It was
Like an electronic version talk box.
no, just like a real
Analog.
one, like a physical one.
Okay.
And I think they range in price. Like I saw one for $500, and I'm sure is much better, but also who cares? You can also buy.
That's so Billboard Music Awards.
Yeah.
You can buy. They come with like different sized tubes, and the different sized tubes give you a different sort of robot-y sound. Like the really really small tube makes you sound very like thin and tinny. Like I guess it's
thin
just
and tinny.
like you can't hear the syllables as much.
I feel like there's a "that's what she said" joke
I
in
know,
here somewhere,
right?
but
Like, where are you going?
I
with that,
can't figure out exactly what it is.
See, I'm
but
gonna
it's
keep
there.
I'm gonna keep
Day!
it. I'm gonna keep it right on the line
Yeah,
of like
it's
not
there.
being able to make it. That's what she
Thin
said.
and tinny. Mm.
Well, then when you take the tube and you
Fuck.
so then they also make thick tubes,
Oh, we have a problem.
and the thick
Oh,
tubes sound more. You can hear the words more, so it's more like Digital Love or. That's the name of a song, and you know it.
It is the name of the song. Maybe that's how they got the name.
Bro, you into robots?
Um,
All right.
so that's the traditional way to do it. So you can do it like that, not to be confused with a vocoder. A vocoder is different. A vocoder is like the microphone you see on a synth that you play a chord, and it says what you're saying as a chord. So that's Imogen Heap, you know? The OC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that like third base?
The vocoder. Yeah, get the whole chord in there.
Yeah.
I'm
You
losing
really
it,
use your
by
whole
the way.
fist on this one.
Oh god.
Anyway, so you don't want to spend $250 on a talk box. You don't want to buy a vocoder, which you have to buy like a micro cork or something, or an independent vocoder. So you can buy a plug-in version for your computer.
I got one of those.
I have a computer. So the one I'm going to focus on is BitSpeak, which is very cheap. It's $70. And the trade-off with BitSpeak is it's very cheap, which is awesome. Has some great built-in sounds. It does not have a ton of versatility. So if you don't like how it sounds when you get it, you're pretty much fucked. You should have bought something else.
You're pretty much
There's about
fucked.
8 different sounds I can get from it with like really tweaking a lot, and they're not that different, you know, like they're kind of similar. The other thing you can do is you can use BitSpeak Live. So you can, like, I would speak into this microphone and have a keyboard in front of me, and I can control the note of the word I'm speaking with a keyboard.
There
while
isn't
BitSpeak's
something
running.
that does that. I don't know.
There's a lot of things that do it, but not a lot of things that do it well.
Okay, so this does it well, and that's
For what it is, it does it well, but it's limited, so it can only do like one thing well.
but that's why there isn't that many things like digital versions of this that
Right. There's like
do it because it's probably really hard to engineer.
it's pretty hard to do. It's also
program it.
it's also really hard to do well. Like I'm not talking about
Yeah,
the actual program. I'm talking about actually using a talk
like used
box.
tastefully.
It's
Okay.
very difficult.
Yeah.
Like there's
It's easy
actually
to abuse it.
yeah, there's actually a whole
Stop.
like internet sort of like subgroup and like forum for techniques on how to do it so it sounds right. And before
Is this like a Radiohead tool?
not really. It's more.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
honestly, the most famous people to use it are Daft Punk. And the thing that's interesting about it is Daft Punk. Like I use Digital Love as an example because that's like so famous, like that
Right.
that sound. But like it is the most common question on like EDM production forums. Like, how did Daft Punk make the vocals in
How'd you-
Digital Love?
Damn son, where'd you find that sandwich?
Exactly. The answer is the answer is always they used a vocoder or a talkbox, and then the next post down is always I tried it. It sounds like shit. And then it's like everyone like, well, here's why it sounds like shit. So
Gotcha.
long story short, I'm getting way off topic here, but it's very hard to do convincingly, and even furthermore, it's very hard to make it sound like Digital Love. That's like a
Can
unique.
you do
Are you- yeah.
something?
We will do something. So
Oh,
I have
I
3
was about to
examples
ask
for
you
you.
that. Are you gonna play with it?
I have 3 examples for you to choose from.
Checking.
So I have 3
Play with
acapellas
it.
that we're going to use it on. You guys can have either "Down on Me" by 50 Cent and Jeremiah.
Yes.
Second option is "Khalees" Bounce, Calvin Harris. Third option is LMFAO. What's it gonna be?
You can't do turn up.
You gotta make a choice. So we got so "Down on Me," "Bounce," or "Party Rock Anthem."
Not party rock anthem.
Okay.
Nope.
I've eliminated one
How
of
about
3.
the Khalees one?
All right, let's do Khalees. Khalees has a cool voice. It'll work.
Yeah, let's do
All
that
right,
one.
let's do it.
Throw on some Khalees on the track. And
Leg drop.
Let's hear.
Oh, we should have talked about that with Miguel. Anyway,
Let's
one good thing to
hear-
come out of Billboard.
We're gonna hear a little bit of the thingy. Here's Khalees.
Believe it every day and every night.
Bounce.
It's getting better with you out of my life.
Bounce.
Let's turn on the 1979 setting of the BitSpeak, and it's I don't know why it's called. It's just the normal default setting.
I can't believe it every day and every night.
That's pretty cool.
It's getting better with you out of my life.
Now let's try the more modern setting. This is the 2011 version of the same sound.
I can't believe it every day and every night.
Bounce.
It's getting
This is the
better
kind of
with
stuff
you
that the pitch always bothers my ears.
It's very high
I'm,
frequency.
I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna make it a little more obvious so you can hear some of the more things. I'm
What
gonna let go
were
for a
you
second.
about to say?
Turn up.
Turn up.
I can't believe it every day and every night. It's getting better with
Oh,
you
God.
out of my life.
Yeah.
Switching now, I'm feeling good. No way of stopping now, you put
Bro,
the
stop.
Wait, you don't like this?
Stop.
So you can see it gets pretty serious.
Like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah. There's some weird ones too. Like
I think that just shows it's easy to abuse.
there's
right?
this is
Stop it.
you can add a sub to it.
I can't believe it every day and every night.
I can.
That's more like a vocoder effect where it adds a harmony.
Yeah, I can handle that more. Maybe it's because I'm a girl,
It's got to be that.
right?
Let's try this one.
Nope.
Like
Nope.
that one?
Nope.
Dude, the higher you
Nope.
go, the more you're gonna drive Paige crazy. So keep turning it up.
I'm about
and
to
higher.
start bitching about how you're the worst producer ever.
This is a good one. The fifth.
Yeah, I can handle this.
And what about like if I do like?
Only if you go into dubstep.
Ooh, this is good. I think that was good as a hit. Anyway, so
That's it.
I could
It's
go.
a hit.
I could go on and on with this
Billboard.
thing. I go on and on with this thing, but that's pretty much it. Like it doesn't do that much other stuff. There's some weird effects that make you sound raspy or like you're whispering, but
I think it's cool.
that's Bitspeak, and it's like it's a cheap alternative. And if you maybe use it in conjunction with something like Autotune or like Melodyne and make your notes perfect, so there's no pitch in your voice, and then put that on, you could get some really cool effects, like very robot-y sounding effects.
Tight.
So it's definitely something to try. And if you use a keyboard and play a keyboard while you use it, you'll get a much more straight pitch. You heard with the sample we were using, there was like going all over the place, going up and down. If you use the keyboard, you won't necessarily do that. So
I hope people do. I want to see someone use that live. Actually, like perform with it live. That'd be tight.
Speaking of live,
Let's go into the next song. Thank you for that tech talk. I always learn so
That's
much.
Bitspeak.
Jen. Bitspeak. Shall we do the Strangers track?
I can introduce this one.
All right.
do it.
So this next track is called Double Date. Part two.
two.
This is part two. There's two parts to it. It's from our friends, Strangers, who are producers from Virginia. Yes.
You're not from Virginia.
Wait, are you from
Is that
Virginia?
like Light Waves?
They are good friends of ours and talented producers. And why don't we just play the song?
Yes.
I
All right, that's Double Date Part 2 by local artists, Strangers.
It's
That was
so
awesome.
Good. Yeah, we
Really
booked them-
good. The quality of that recording
Yeah.
Oh,
astounds
it's
me.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
it was really good.
Very good.
Sweet.
And I know they've been working on it for a long time, like a year.
I mean, it sounds like they put some work into
I know that they've gotten it mastered by a few people and just gone through the real process. Like
We were
from
saying
conception
it
to-
like reminds us of Dead Mouse, but then Zed too, and the structure is good. It's like nice and I don't know.
I played an early version of that with Maddie on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was like it might have been part 1. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was like more
Part
mellow.
1 was
Some
when I
little
was
more
doing
mellow,
it. Part
yeah.
1 was you, and part 2 was me. That's how I saw it.
But as we reiterate on this show quite often, it's always good to have local artists making good music,
Yeah, totally.
especially when it's produced that well. Feels
Yes.
right.
Feels
good.
right.
Feels right.
We don't have a ton of time, so we want to get to the last few pieces of news. What do you want to start with, BT?
Yeah, I'll just go through BT real quick. So BT is like he's think of him as Tiesto, except more famous in like the background of the industry. He produces music for a lot of pop stars, and he doesn't like party as hard as Tiesto is really what it is.
Okay.
But apparently, and I never knew this, so he, quote unquote, discovered Porter Robinson, and I found this out because he took to Twitter last week and started off with this one tweet. It says, "Today I'm going to tell a long story. Prepare for about 100 tweets. No, but seriously. At Porter Robinson, you should begin reading at this one." So it was actually like 21 tweets, but whatever. And he, like at the end of it, he just goes on to be saying like, so about 3 years ago, my then agent asked to check out MySpace. It was Porter Robinson's. I listened and was blown away. So he like goes on to talk about how he discovered Porter Robinson.
Wait, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yes.
Tenzin from Strangers is actually doing BT's teaser animation for a music video for his new album.
That's crazy.
He just texted me that in real time,
real
live.
life.
Whoa.
Well, they also did Porter Robinson's video. So
Whoa.
there's that for his tour with Matt Zoe,
Started
Small
at the
world,
bottom.
right?
Look at you now.
right? So hey, there's that connection.
Nice.
The connection is real. We'll say that. Yeah. So yes, BT was showing Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, all these trance dudes, Porter's music, and then Porter started blowing up, and then like blah blah blah, BT got left behind somehow because Porter became like too busy to do anything for BT, and he was supposed to finish a bunch of music for him, and so apparently BT sent Porter like a really upset email, like, think you just got dumped and then you got wasted and then you got angry while you were wasted, so then you emailed the person that dumped you and sent like a really emotional email.
But there were a lot of caps in that email.
Yo, that's what it sounded like.
Well, he said that he sent him an email.
Yes. Let me try and find. Oh, it's actually pretty long.
Hurt feelings in EDM is a weird thing because the whole culture is like we're partying, everything's awesome all the time. You don't really hear about this side of it where it's like some dude being like, it kind of fucking sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just go through really quick.
Unless you follow Dead Mouse, he says that
Everything
a lot.
sucks for him
Yeah.
because he has too many millions of dollars.
It's a tough life.
So I'll read like half of the conversation. He goes, before long, Porter was more reclusive, harder to read, surrounded by a team of advisors. He was just beginning to blow up before him. Not only was I understanding of this because I've walked it, but also excited for him. Anyway, quickly, Porter seemed too cool to interact. The music we began, Porter claimed he couldn't finish because he didn't have time or couldn't get anything good going, amongst other things. This put a really bad taste in my mouth, and I was potentially affronted by this. It honestly hurt my feelings a considerable amount. I've noted similar behavior in other young producers, and it made me feel like the generation of guys coming up now are self-focused and selfish. Like young, like Porter's fucking stunted emotionally, dude. He blew up when he was not even 18. You know.
Yeah, it's a difficult
Yeah.
situation. He's like an 18-year-old kid with like super success.
Yeah.
I don't doubt anything in this is like not exactly accurate. I'm sure it is. It's true.
It's very weird. It's weird that he took to Twitter to say this. I'm almost done. Here's the thing. He goes on. When I was coming up, someone helped me in a similar way. Sasha, you guys know DJ Sasha.
Oh, I know Sasha.
Yeah. He gave me an opportunity that can never be replayed. I think he meant repaid. And I vowed to do the same thing someday when I could and have done it repeatedly. It feels great to pay it forward, and most importantly, to remember that whatever you do, there has always been help to achieve it that deserves acknowledgement. That, and especially in dance music. And listen up, young producers. So much has come before you to make what you do possible. It deserves your acknowledgement and respect. I give mine in my times of comeuppance, and so should you, all that walk that path. So for my part, the shitty email I wrote you when you let me down, for the aforementioned reasons, I'm sorry for. Weird, right?
How did people get emo before Twitter?
I don't.
MySpace.
Yeah, right?
Well, all right.
I don't really know how to feel about that. Like, sounds like he's kind of like almost taking it back.
It's like it's awkward, but it's not like I fucking knew about that email. You know, like, bitch, why are you putting it out there? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't talk about it in the first place. I don't know. That's sort of the behind the scenes part of.
Yeah.
I know it's interesting.
How old is he? I mean, he's probably like mid 30s or something.
Yeah, nearing 40.
I mean,
Dude, he
how- I
lives
mean,
in
it's
like
hard to-
in like Virginia or something.
do you think it's hard to blame like a 19-year-old kid who's blowing up? You know, for I don't know. I'm sure he has like a million, like he said. I'm sure he had like all these handlers and stuff.
I don't blame him, but I also don't like. I'm sure the feelings are like warranted. Feeling
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, you worked on something with someone and then suddenly it's just like fuck you. You know,
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to think about it.
Yeah, it's weird. The best part is Tiesto's response
Ooh.
at BT. You are so right. ... There's not much loyalty out there! Exclamation mark.
Smiley face, LOL.
Yeah, it's only funny because he's European.
I think this would be better. It's like not much loyalty out there. ... And then like a big cannonball splash into a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And then hashtag I need rehab.
That's what Tiesto was doing when he sent that. He was jumping into a swimming pool and doing a cannonball.
He's like BT's just saying like pay it forward, bitches. And sorry for my email. I guess.
Yeah.
It was interesting though because it's like the old scene and the new scene.
Yeah.
And you know, you guys weren't into Tiesto or BT when, you know, what was it, like almost like over 10 years ago, but I was. So
You calling me Porter, bro?
no, I'm just
Scary.
saying you
Scary.
guys didn't listen to BT and I did. So it's it's interesting for me at least.
Do you side with him? Are you saying you side with him or not?
I'm saying it's fucking weird. People do this shit on Twitter. It's like fucking.
Well, I mean, it's weird anyone puts any stupid shit on the internet, but they do.
I bet he got a
like,
lot of attention. Like
He
right
did
now.
get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
All right, we have 5 minutes. Let's do what has to be done. Talk
What?
about Daft Punk.
Talk about Daft Punk.
Album came out today.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it?
It's so refreshing.
Listening parties everywhere.
Yeah. There was one at U-Haul tonight. There's a. It's not exactly a listening party at Napoleon, but it's a
Oh my
French
God,
house
can
party.
you-
My favorite.
After really listening to it now that it's like out and I took the time to listen to it, my only like my overall comment, it's just a lot slower than
Yeah.
I expected. Not in a bad way, it's just slower. Like the whole album feels slower.
I heard they're doing a remix of Get Lucky though, and they're working with Kanye, and they said it's hard shit.
You mean Pitbull's doing it?
Exactly. And I'm not gonna have those songs on my computer either. Anyway,
I still haven't listened to the whole album.
I want to say
I'll be
though,
honest.
people keep saying refreshing about this album, and I saw the Bloody Beetroots last Friday. That shit was refreshing. That shit was sick.
But you didn't see like Daft Punk show. That's
No, but
fucking
I'm saying,
different.
I'm just saying, like that shit.
wanna know what's
They've been doing live shows
wanna know
for a
what's-
while,
wanna
and
know
that
what's-
shit blew my mind. It was awesome.
Fucking Mexican Coke is refreshing. All right.
Yeah, that real sugar.
That
Fuck
real
yeah.
shit is
I don't want that high
refreshing.
fructose corn syrup. Glass bottles.
There wasn't a moment where I was listening to Daft Punk and it's like, wow, this is really refreshing. I really haven't had this great like music in my ears for a long time. What I did like was the only refreshing thing that I took away from it
Hate that word
was
now.
Refreshing.
was it is like an album.
Yeah.
Like it's great to listen to from front to back, which I do not get
I
often.
agree.
Which I think is part of the condition of like electronic dance music now is that people are not releasing like true albums.
I would love
I
them
also-
to do that. That would be
Like,
great.
there are people doing that. Don't get
Sure.
me wrong.
Oh, no,
you know,
absolutely, yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have that category in Billboard Music Awards.
Yeah.
But it's everyone just puts their shit on SoundCloud and like that's it.
I like how people are getting really excited about like the physical copies of it, like the vinyl, and I think I didn't get one, but I'm sure. I think it comes with like
you didn't
I think
get
it comes
bro?
with I think it comes with like a lot of the stuff people used to love about getting CDs and vinyl, like maybe a poster and like
Stickers.
visual images, like just like stuff that's cool. Maybe you could put on your wall, stuff like that. And
It's
I see
yours
people getting
forever.
really
You
excited
own
about
a
it.
piece of the band because
Yeah.
you like the band.
Yeah, and people I can't remember. I was like last time I was really excited to open a CD and like look through the packet and like all that stuff. Like I used to do
What
that,
if
but I
they
haven't
sent
done it in
out-
so long.
What if they sent out Anthrax in it?
That's a super cynical thing. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right. You know what? That's all for Daft Punk.
Can we play an Anthrax song now?
Yeah, that's weird. I'll play a quick song. This is a current indie electronic hit on the radio right now. It's the new Tegan and Sarah song. You guys heard it? It's really
Nope.
good.
Let's
Is-
do it.
Tiesto on it.
It is not. I wish. Kind of sounds like that Tiesto song. What they did. Anyways, here it goes. This is called Closer.
All I wanna get is a little bit closer. All I wanna know is, can you come a little closer? Here comes the breath before we get a little bit closer. Here comes the rush before we touch. Come a little closer.
Thanks for listening. This is Cuff Radio number 11.
Thanks for
Yeah.
listening, guys.
Tune in next week.
Turn up, air horn.